The Bracks government has unveiled a $10 billion plan to upgrade the state's transport system over the next decade. Half the money will be spent on public transport to cater for another 50 million passenger trips a year. And some of Melbourne's highways will be widened to improve traffic flows. But user groups say the plan doesn't go far enough.
For months it's been planned, discussed and leaked. Today the Bracks government's transport vision finally arrived.
We recognise there is a challenge, we're facing up to it, and we've got solutions for the next 10 years and also a plan for the next 25 years.
$5 billion goes to public transport, starting with trains. The Dandenong line will be expanded, as will services in the city. There'll be 50 new trains and 800 new staff. Bus services are boosted, with the Smart Bus network expanded and services in outer areas increased. Melbourne gets 100 new trams, with more running late into the night.
All of Melbourne was looking for an alternative to spiralling petrol prices and endemic traffic congestion. Two-thirds of Melbourne has missed out.
For roads, the focus is the Monash-Westgate corridor. The Monash Freeway gets an extra lane, while the Westgate Freeway will be widened. Lanes on the Westgate Bridge will be reversible.
We certainly expected or hoped for an announcement for the completion of the Ring Road and for the Frankston bypass. The jury is still out on what will happen in the western suburbs.
Ted Baillieu wants to make transport a top priority. While he hasn't yet a policy of his own, he sees little merit in this one.
We've got billions of dollars, but much of that is on the never-never. Much of it is re-announcement. Much of it is for ordinary, everyday projects that any government should undertake.
If there is an overriding criticism of this package, it's that there's no new big-ticket infrastructure project and that the only one mentioned will be studied but not built. But that's largely the style of the Bracks government, and the Premier's not about to start apologising for it.
Might not be up there in lights like a new iconic building in the centre of the city, but this is fundamental on what I believe is important in government.
And he says he expects to fight an election on the subject. Ben Worsley, ABC News, Melbourne.